on a mattress of foam, with your lovely legwork and your uneasy smile. At the flea market artwork, we should know better than start. Here in this hotel of hesitant hearts, dear, the keys on the table, a pocket says empty, keys on reminder. Promise me truly as, oh my God, what have I done? I thought I'd just say it for fun, but you took it to your heart, and I lacked the nerve to start breaking the bond that I'd built. Racked with amnesia like guilt, the truth will not stain till it's spilled. Now I thank my chambermaid, she found my razor blade, picked it up from the floor, said that I loved you, now I've gotta mean it, 'cause I've never lied before. The ghost of a question mark gnaws at me in the dark. Tell her before it's too late. Lost in a haze of cheap pride, as I wake a sad would-be bride. And I'll find it funny, now that we've had our fun, how the woman you were could have been anyone. But that doesn't dry up the quicksand when you say you'll be moving on, and how you're gonna leave me like steel leaves a magnet, and you're feeling free like a fish in a dragnet. Regret that I rose to the bait of a feeling as formless as fate. Now I had to fill up the silence with something, though meeting your eyes is a chore. Said that I loved you, now I've gotta mean it, 'cause I've never lied before. In your combat boots with your flower dress, how I wanted you, you made me guess. Heads in my hand, eyes on the door, I forgot what I came for. Hey everybody, good evening. That's Never Lied Before from the album Breakfast. 20 years old or so. Doing all originals tonight, doing all songs that I haven't done before on the last 4 sessions. With possibly an exception or two. This is called Till You Let Me In. I hold you like a grudge and then defy it, to take your hand and fall into the fray. 'Cause I've been living blind, I won't deny it. Battered down, but I won't walk away. And I've got nothing else to do until you let me in. I'm waiting for the day to come, aching to begin. I'll fly a flag in stagnant skies, pining for the wind, until you let me in, until you let me in. I turn away from every truth that's spoken. I find a flaw in every pretty face. I turn away the laughing like I'm joking, 'cause in my heart you won't be replaced. And I've got nothing else to do until you let me in. Waiting for the day to come, aching to begin. I'll fly a flag in stagnant skies, pining for the wind, until you let me in, until you let me in. 'Cause I've got nothing else to do until you let me in. I'm waiting for the day to come, aching to begin. I'll fly a flag in stagnant skies, pining for the wind, until you let me in, until you let me in. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So, how's your week been? Mine's been really exciting. If I had not given myself the assignment of retracing my steps for the last 30 years of songwriting and putting these little presentations together, I would be driving the women in my house even more batty than I'm driving them. So I thank you for watching. I thank you for tuning in. Got some good news from my friend Adam tonight, who's helping me with promotion, which has never been my strong suit. The single Adrian has finally broken 1,000 listens on Spotify, which is very nice. Not quite quit your day job numbers, but nice nevertheless. And we've got more than 4,000 views on YouTube of the lyric video, which is also pretty great. So thank you, all 4,000 of you, including the Russian bots who maybe ran it 1,000 times, but I don't need to know about that if that occurred. I'm told it's legitimate, and I'm appreciative of that. So on Wednesday, and as part of my continuing covers, I did this song by the Grassroots, Midnight Confessions, which I always loved. I had never played it before. And one of the fun things about learning new songs is that you learn that you've ripped them off before, and if you didn't even know it, maybe. And this is a song that I wrote and recorded in the late 90s, early aughts maybe, and the obviousness of the chord pattern didn't hit me till last week in terms of its similarities. It's not like at a My Sweet Lord level yet, but it's there and I'm happy about it. It's called Can't Stop Letting You Down. I pledge my touch to no one else. You said I'm tired, touch yourself. I'll beg the light to disappear, but somehow always end up back here where I can't stop letting you down today. I wish I might, I wish I may deny the promise that I have been, and all the time that I misspent on you. And sleep drags you away from me. I wanna see the things you see. I kiss that all but time forgot. The boy I was, the man I'm not, and I can't stop letting you down today. I wish I might, I wish I may deny the promise that I have been, and all the time that I misspent on you. And my father said to me, when my age hit a quarter century, there's a plot in a place for you, no matter what you do. But I can't stop letting you down today. I wish I might, I wish I may deny the promise that I have been, and all the time that I misspent on you. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, oh, oh. If I knew then what I do now, I'd make the same mistake somehow. But then the bars of freedom's cage, fall in line on a crying stage, and I can't stop letting you down today. I wish I might, I wish I may deny the promise that I have been, and all the time that I misspent on you. Hey, 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 hey. I might make $1 in royalties from those YouTube streams, so whoever owns that grassroots might want to come after me now. Maybe wait another week till if we break the 10,000 mark. So in 2001, we lost Joey Ramone in February, and I wrote this song for him pretty quickly because, well, I love Joey. He was my favorite Ramone. Most tortured, I can't say he was the most demented. They were all pretty demented, but Joey was the face of the Ramones. He was the 7 feet high, barely 185 commander of the Tank, the man with a face that needed rock and roll, and he got it. And he gave us so much more. So this was written with love for Joey, recorded at Traxy Studios with the ferocious fretwork of Matthew Krajewski. Back then he was called Krajewski, but his current stage name is Krajewski Architects. And the song is called Crush of the Moment. Hope you like it. In 74 we were waiting for more and the world to begin. The future was bleaker and Bowery was meeker until you came in, like a general in tattered jeans on a tank rolling out of Queens. You knew what it means to be standing alone, searching for home, a face in the crowd. You wanted more, 1, 2, 3, 4, ever faster and loud. Everyone on the bus, grab ahead, one of us. To follow you I'm proud. In the crush, in the crush, in the crush of the moment. 7 feet high, barely 185, and our heart 5 burrows wide. We placed a bet on your punk rock Renettes. Every year it multiplied, and though you never had the hits, I found beauty in a pit at the Ritz, where everybody fits into gather here, one of us. To follow you I'm proud. In the crush, in the crush, in the crush of the moment. Leaving home on a rocket to Russia in a 2-minute blast of joy. No bottom, your backbeat, Durango, no retreat, the weapons you deploy. We gave a love we were all worthy of. The hippies had nothing on you. Breaking it down to that jackhammer sound, pen pure and true. Yeah, out of dust and disease, we'll try to believe in a life that's so unreal. There's a star in the sky wearing leather tonight, shining on my heart to heal. Though Johnny never made the score, out on that first reunion tour, you gave us so much more. To be standing alone, searching for home, facing the crowd. You wanted more. 1, 2, 3, 4, ever faster and loud. Everyone on the bus, gather here, one of us. To follow you I'm proud. In the crush, in the crush, in the crush of the moment. Tonight, well alright, in the crush of the moment. Yeah. So the way I tried to do it in the studio was, tonight, well alright, in the crush of the moment. Yeah. Tried to channel Joey as much as I could. What's up, Calandra? I love you. I love you, man. Did Hollow Years last time, and I'm challenging myself not to repeat. I'll do some from the beginning, though. Is that cool? In fact, I brought props tonight. You may think that, with the smash hit that I have now, with 5 people watching me at the moment and 1,000 listens on Spotify, that I'm an overnight sensation. Well, in fact, this has taken a lot of work. Here's Exhibit A as proof. The first recording, first sets of recordings of the Crash Chorus as a band. A little bit of glare from this fine, high quality. See what we have here in 1990. This was quite costly at the time. 4-color separation. There was no such thing as digital in 1990, and we have a customized lyric sheet. It cost me a couple $100 extra to get that done on a dot matrix printer. I will have you know. And there's the original lineup: Crash Chorus Mach 1, Juice, Matthew, a bass player called Evan Harrison, currently residing in the Eric Don't Embarrass Me category. And so anyway, put this out in the summer of 1990, back when I was pounding the boards in Arlington. That's right, Carl. I think I had about 5 listeners there too, but you were one of them, which makes you 20% of the full contingent, so thank you. And we recorded that album in 3 days, mixed it in 2. I sang everything live. The concept, I was a very naive young man, and I thought, oh, if you do the instruments first and then you sing over them, that's cheating. It's not legitimate. We have to capture the live magic of this band, which is quite stupid. And so my voice vacillates a bit. I was 20 also, so my voice probably would have been vacillating. And so I will do one of the songs, very, very complex songs from that first collection called Hello, John. We have an old friend named John Massoni who thought it was about him. And so whatever works. Masson, sure, it's about you. Hello, John, my old friend. It's good to see that you're surviving. Hello, John, my old friend, what kind of car you driving? You know things have changed, you can't deny it. Don't give me that line, 'cause I won't buy it. Used to come up smelling roses, now you're nothing but noise and poses. And I know where beauty hides, but they ditched that sequel long ago. And I know where truth resides, but they canceled my subscription while I was laying low. 8 pills before she left me, 16 more so she wouldn't forget me. Tic Tacs, that is. I just might die a lonely death, hope that I remember to forget. And if I look you in the eye, would you be afraid to let it show that sense of compromise? But you canceled my subscription while I was laying low. Hello John, here's a brand new game. We'll flip this coin and decide who's safe. One side happy, one side sorrow. I'll live my yesterdays tomorrow. And I know where truth resides, but they canceled my subscription while I was laying low. And I know where beauty hides, but you canceled my subscription while I was laying low. Hello John, my old friend, it's good to see that you're surviving. Hello John, my old friend, what kind of car you driving? There it is, for my buddy Lenny. Thanks, Eden. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Even if I were just playing for an audience of one, I would appreciate it. Oh, this is one. This is a song, so I was thinking about this. This is a song I last played more than 20 years ago, and it occurred to me. It occurred to me that, so the first time I heard a Beatles record was like 77 or so. And the last Beatles album that had been put out was in like 69, so 8 years before that. So that's an 8-year difference between the career of the first music, of the band of the first music that I fell in love with. And these songs are more than 20, some of these songs are more than 20 years old. That's a long time. Thankfully, when you write music that is incredibly unhip and not current, then you're no less current 20 years later. this loosely categorized as Americana music, has never been less relevant to the mainstream, but it's the only music I care about, so I'm happy to still have it. And coming back to these old songs is fun. So this one is called Where the Body Goes. Hope you like it. Featuring the guitar playing of my friend Andre Thompson. When you take off your clothes for me, you're half the girl you're meant to be. And that's alright, I must confess, 'cause I can't help but ask for less. And when the body goes, must the heart follow? What seems so full turns out to be as hollow as your excuse. All you had to swallow. Where the body goes, gone, gone, gone. When you shake off your serpent dress, you're showing more but meaning less. 'Cause you're too smart to cloud your youth. Anything that could taste like truth. And where the body goes, must the heart follow? It seems so full turns out to be as hollow as your excuse. All you had to hollow. And the body goes, and you're gone, gone, gone. In a bar at the back of a bar at the back of a liquor store, in a strip mall town on a Tuesday night. Do you really want to hear about my aspirations? 'Cause we're so close to the mystery. Oh, what we could be without history. If we only wanted less than what we need. Drop my guard, admit I'm beat, with a plastic mask for your trick or treat. Holding on to stop this slide, with a lack of conscience as my guide. And where the body goes, must the heart follow? What seems so full turns out to be as hollow as your excuse. Not all you had to swallow. Where the body goes, gone, gone. And where the body goes, must the heart follow? Seems so full turns out to be as hollow. 'Cause your excuse wasn't all you had to swallow. Body goes and you're gone, gone, gone. Thank you. That one's pretty good with the band. And so next week I'm taking Saturday off because here in Scotch Plains, Fanwood, New Jersey, we have a big festival that was going to be occurring at LeGrand Park called Rockin' for Autism, which is exactly what it sounds like, raising money for the autistic community. In this year, as I understand it, the money we raise is going to go as well to our medical staff in our local hospitals as well. The group is the brainchild of Mallory Banks, a high school senior who just got into college. Congrats, Mallory. And so we can't do it live, and we've done it virtually. We've recorded all of our pieces. It's going to be broadcast on local access, and it's also going to be on the Rockin' for Autism Facebook page, so I will link that stream up with this page. It's going to be me and a set that I recorded, a brief set, and about 5 or 6 other local musicians, some kids, some adults, all really good. I've heard them before because they played over the past 5 years. So hope you'll tune in for that. Consider donating if you haven't already done so. Here's another one I have not played. I don't think I've ever played this one live, from that first collection, Carry Me Home. The song is called Carry Me Home. And yes, I've written out the chords here. She said that she'd leave when the time was right for grieving. She spoke of a yearning in her soul. So I wear her like a new, twisting tighter every day, hoping that she can carry me home. I've looked to the sky, to the dirt and in the mirror for the answers to a question I don't know. I've been trying for so long, trying hard not to go soft, groping blindly just to find me the way home. Carry me home, carry me home, carry me home, carry me home, and I know it will carry me home. And so I've arrived with my past, the only rival, with battle scars and handshakes all my own. If a martyred self-belief is the pathway to relief, then I know it will carry me home. Carry me home, carry me home, carry me home, carry me home, and I know it will carry me home. So after we recorded that one, the engineer, a guy named Plinky Gilio, very successful Jersey musician, went on to play with Styx, and I think he has his own studio. Told me, dude, that sounds like Amazing Grace, which at age 20 I had never heard. So whatever, I probably ripped it off subconsciously, but that's okay. Sticking with the old stuff, all right, I'm gonna, for people who commented, I appreciate you. I'm not gonna say anything to folks who this tells me is watching, because that's bad etiquette. I learned that. So for my friends, both Facebook and YouTube, I appreciate you chiming in. Thanks, Carl. Hey, babe. Okay, so here's another from the early years. I think this has some of my most embarrassing lyrics, but I'm gonna sing it straight because that's where I was in my life. Lipstick Case is the tune. You used to live a crazy life. Nowadays you're so much more serene. From doing lines to waiting online to confess on the cover of People magazine. Though it's been a long time, I know exactly where you've been. You used to turn me inside out, now I'm standing on the outside looking in. Wasted by a war of words, clinging to a catchphrase for relief. The clouds all look like dollar signs. In your eyes my dividends decrease. 'Cause he's an early morning preacher I'm an exonerator. Is this a mighty fall from grace? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Or am I just another notch on your lipstick case? Driving down a one-way street, you never stop to see the signs you pass. Cross that makes your finish line, tempests in a teapot boil fast. I've been trying to decide which one will work the best. The bleeding heart that's on my sleeve, or the purple heart that you pinned to my chest. Is this a mighty fall from grace? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Or am I just another notch on your lipstick case? Goons in garish gold and green will have you if you're for the taking. Ticker tape in Tinseltown, you make the rounds, don't let on you faking. My pulse is pregnant, my wallet's clipped, my tongue is tied, my wallet's chipped. You let his conscience be his guide. She's so sick from swallowing his pride. Is this a mighty fall from grace? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Or am I just another? Is this a mighty fall from grace? Or am I just another notch on your lipstick case? Out of sight, out of mind, out of my sight, out of my sight, out of my mind, out of my sight, of my sight, out of my sight, out of my mind. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Funny story about that one. So, you know, this video we made last summer for our band, which I made with the current version of my band. We threw some clips in there because it was a little bit autobiographical. And there's an old clip, a grainy clip of a show that we played at the Melody or the Roxy. I think I'm not sure, either the Melody or the Roxy in New Brunswick. And to put it generously, the bass player was just a little bit drunk. And we did 2 sets. The first half was my songs because I had even more of a stick up my butt than I do now. And I wanted the guys to know, you know, before you get shit-faced, we have to deliver my songs because this is a showcase for our original material. We're not a cover band, guys. So let's stay straight and sober for the first half. The bass player, who shall go unnamed, Clue, got drunk very, very early. And, you know, this song is enormously simple. So I wanted to push this one towards the end of the first set, figuring if he's drunk by then, at least, you know, it's just the two chords. But then when we broke into the end, in these chords that we stole from Driver 8 by REM, you know, there's a little bit of movement there. And the only movement was back and forth, back and forth. And that was a pretty legendary night, and I have to thank it was the melody. Okay, I accept that. Who's that, Lenny? Not only were you there, Len, but I got a bone to pick with you. The drunker the band got, the more shots Lenny bought for them. And I mean, part of me knew that I was going to thank you, 25 years later, as I'm doing now, because we recovered that entire video, and it is pretty amazing. And really, I became obsessed with it to the point where I think I showed that video to my wife on before our second or third date, and I think it came very close to ending the relationship because she found it very sad while I found it very funny. So I guess it's a matter of perspective. But thank you, Len, for being there. And I won't share anything about the footage, but anyway, the song Lipstick Case always reminds me of that, because I was hoping like we could do a 30-minute version of it, and that way people's ears wouldn't hurt. So continuing on, let's go to another one of these props. The drummer, who shall remain nameless, and I had a run-in with the U.S. Marine and his fist that night. Yeah, you did. I know that. And the night before, the guitar player, I think it was January 2nd, and the night before, the drunk guitar player had gotten beat up in the coat room of some bar in New York, and he didn't even remember what had happened. So he had a great shiner. But while you guys were doing whatever you were doing when the gig was over, that was a borrowed bass, and I had to drive a friend home to Princeton and then return the bass that the bass player took a dive with, and thankfully there was not a chip in it, but the stick remained up my butt the whole night while everybody was drunk and having fun. But what a great night it was. And the next morning at the Colonial Diner, I felt good and everybody else felt like crap, and I felt this is my karmic payback. And anyway, I still should have had a few drinks and relaxed a little, but story of my life. Okay, so when I was in D.C., let's see, which album did I put this on? When I was living in D.C. for a few years, I met this bass player. Carl, you may remember him, a guy named Tio Grassa, Graca. He was a really fantastic bass player. He played a 6-string bass and played in a lot of different bands in the area from what I remember. He had a home recording studio, and I wrote this song that I heard in my head. I just wanted it to be acoustic guitars, some layered vocals, and a bass, and we recorded it in one take at his home studio. It's on the Sirius Cafe, and and I think we also released the song Christine on the collection called Before Breakfast. Do you remember him? He was really good. I looked for him recently, and I found something he did online, like some kind of fusion funk thing that was really good. Really great guy. I would love to reconnect with him. Tio Grassa. If anybody knows him, send him my way, please. Anyway, the song is called Christine, and at the time, I was in love with this record by Jules Shear called The Great Puzzle. Jules Shear is a fantastic songwriter, and I think that's my favorite album of his, and it had just come out that year, and this was written heavily under the influence of that album. There's frost across my telephone, a sweet chill in the air. I'm mocking time so mindlessly, between victory and despair. And you got a flair for drama, babe. You shoot it from the hip. Kisses taste like kerosene, flames shoot wanna live. Christine, time won't let me. Jerk your knee and have a smoke. It was just a joke. The fire might die out if we don't give that wood a poke. To free and not to tether, that is why I'm here, you say. So why are my legs paralyzed on both sides of the bed? Christine, time won't let me. Christine, time won't let me. On the barricade we kissed, felt like we could fly. Gravity wouldn't negotiate. It sent me viraling back to a place beyond all time. She whispered, wipe me off your balance sheet. It's all or nothing time. Bakers can't stand sugar, and cowboys hate the whip. Won't you tell me something I don't know before we jump the ship? And when we wash up on the shore, who will wring us dry? The truth that terrifies you will not be looked in the eye. Christine, time won't let me. Christine, time won't let me. Christine. The falsetto worked out better when I was 20 and not strumming a guitar. Christine. Pitch correction. Anybody have pitch correction? Can you like hijack the algorithm on Facebook and make me sound like Cher, maybe? Nah. All right, so I have seen some requests. I'm definitely going to do at least one. Just as a reminder, on Wednesdays I'm doing covers, and I have decided to work my way through the alphabet. I hope to God, because I'm planning on this lasting only until we're done quarantining and we can get back to our lives. I hope to God I don't make it to Z. Lockdown through May. I guess we're gonna make it to R, PQR or so. But so this week we are up to the letters J, K, and L. I am ready for requests. I have played a bunch last week. I played 4 or 5 songs from artists who had been requested by my friends. I like the challenge. I like doing stuff that wouldn't typically done by a folkie with an acoustic guitar. But I also like some stuff that would typically be done by a folkie with an acoustic guitar. All right, so here's another. Which one was this one on? Let's see, who really cares? But I just want to show you, okay? Because I dragged them out of the garage. All right, this is what you did in the 90s if you didn't have money and you weren't signed to a record label. They're called cassettes. Cassette number 1. And then there was the difficult sophomore slump album, Pathosaurus. Can you see that? I thought I was being very deep because it had a lot of pathos. And there were a lot of songs. Get it? I was far too clever for my own good. Such a fine line between stupid and clever, to quote Nigel Tufnell. The third, put this one out during my Dice Man period. I want you to see my hair because it's kind of similar to what I got going on right now when I can't get to somebody to cut it. Look at that hair. Now, I wore that biker jacket from my college roommate, Chris. I thought I was making a statement while I was among law students. And I was referred to somewhat derisively as Mini Dice, as a reference to Andrew Dice Clay, which in retrospect I take as a compliment. Hickory dickory dock. Oh! But yeah, so we'd put these out, and my handwriting on it makes it, oh, you can't see that, too much glare. But anyway, it's nice to have these lying around the garage. I don't have as many as I thought I might. And one can look back romantically at that, but at the same time, the technological advances that allow people to stream their music on the same platform as multi-million sellers. Everybody complains about not making royalties from it, but I don't care. I think it's fantastic. Where is the statement jacket now? Hey, Queen, I don't know. I think it fell apart, or I gave it away. That would be pretty cool to have held on to. I have a lot of embarrassing things, a lot of fashion accidents of the 80s and 90s that I still have, but that is not one. Okay, we are in the home stretch. Thank you to my handful of friends who are listening now. Thank you to those who may be listening afterwards. I will tell you, again, Wednesday night at 8:30, we're doing J, K, and L. So, will it be Michael Jackson? Will it be Jules Holland? Will it be Jason and the Nashville Scorchers? Who knows? This is another early one called Start Again. Don't come back here, Yankee, they told me at the gate. I looked inside and saw your face, knew it was too late. In all the years you trusted me, I never wondered why. But when the time arrived to ask, it wasn't worth a try. And the night is dark, I'm thinking of a song about a home. They don't sing it like they used to do at home. The past is prologue to a world that chews upon its bones. To post your bail, I cashed a check, took out one more loan. Your mother's aging gracefully, she takes these things in stride. But it breaks her heart to see you crawl where once you'd run and hide. Her icebox alibi so shameless frees her heart of gold, while tears are shed in leather skin falls from her face in folds. And the night is dark, compromise won't pay the bills this time. You left your business sense in someone's bed above the 5 and dime. You grabbed a hold of someone who could satisfy an urge, but paths that parallel to hell never ever merge. Now time is not your enemy until you punch the clock. And liberty is prison if you don't know where to stop. So pack up all your trophies, won in your little late night wars. Those saccharine sweet soliloquies will not work here anymore. And the night is dark, thinking of a song about a home that goes. They don't sing them like they used to do at home. The past is prologue to a world chews upon its bones. So to ghost your bail, I cashed the check, took out one more loan. Have to start again. have it start again. All right, now for something with a little bit of energy. So I'm going to give you all a heads up that this song, I thought this was a really great song when I wrote it, and it is a good song. But right when we were done recording it, I realized this is a complete and utter ripoff, and I hadn't recognized it. So while you're listening, I want you to ask yourself, where do I know that song? And then I'm going to treat you to the template from which it was lifted. This is called Take It Back, Marlena, by the way. Swam upstream through the night for the right to fall about you. The bravery of beer coursing through my vein. On a train with a speech. I'm going to start it again because it's really good. I don't want to screw it up. Swam upstream through the night for the right to fall about you. Third time's a charm. Swam upstream through the night for the right to fall about you. The bravery of beer coursing through my veins. With a plea in my pocket, I rehearsed into the window. On a train to your castle, feeling that I'm too late. Now I believe my fate has been determined. Oh, I'd sure like to see you change your mind. But if you marry him, then I'll have been defeated. If defeat's so true, every victory is a lie. Take it back, Marlena. Stop this dance. I don't wanna be your lonely victim of circumstance. I was wrong to tell you, such a loaded hand. Take it back, Marlena. Give me one more chance. Now when we met, I guess I lost my nerve completely. A little less courageous when you turned me out again. But when you turned to me in pain, I was far too hopeful to deny my position as a dangerous good friend. Joy into fear, into hope, into hopelessness. Happy to sadness, hyper to paralysis. When the gun of love went off, I was at both ends. In the corner with a microscope, with a dirty lens. Take it back, Marlena. Stop this dance. I don't wanna be your lonely victim of circumstance. I was wrong to tell you that my life was in your hands. Take it back, Marlena. Give me one more chance. Did you really drop him off at home? Was he really feeling sick? Being here alone with you, it's like a rose without the prick. I wanna fall inside around you, just to fall apart again. I won't leave a trace of the loss I faced, with a fever to defend. Yeah, na 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 na. Tell me. You know what song I ripped off, right? Right? I'll give you a clue. Fantastic songwriter. Shorter than I am. There aren't too many. Come on, come on. When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school, it's a wonder I can think it all. And though my lack of education hasn't hurt me none, I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome, give us nice bright colors, give us the greens of summer, make you think every day is a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, I love to take photographs. Mama, don't take my photochrome away. If you took all the girls I knew when I was single, brought them all together for one night, I know they'd never match my sweet imagination. Everything looks worse in black and white. Kodachrome, give us nice bright colors, give us the greens of summer, makes you think every day, sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, love to take photographs. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Don't time everybody. Mom, don't take my Kodachrome, hold the boy, oh no. Mom, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mom, don't take my Kodachrome, woo, this boy is all wrong. Mom, don't take my Kodachrome away. Can you tell I didn't practice? I made my point though, right? Sorry, Paul. Not that really injured you. All right, you've been a great audience. Remember your waitress. I'm Eric Harrison. For those who may be watching this for the first time, I appreciate you tuning in. I am in the midst of promoting a new single called Adrian. You can stream it on all the usual services by just clicking on the link that is listed above. Wednesday night I will be back doing covers which match the letters J, K, and L, and I am taking requests between now and then, so if you want to put them in the comments or just post them to the Facebook page. As you will see from the last few that I've done, I have followed a lot of requests made by friends because I like the challenge. I hope everybody's doing okay, bearing up with the quarantine. This self-therapy here is how I'm getting through it, and I really appreciate the ability to do this and the fact that you're watching. Very funny. No, I shouldn't do a song on the trumpet. This house was built in the 1800s. It would fall with one note. Thank you though, Eden. Okay, so Len Calandra and Carl Schwartz, two of my kind of supporters, have requested Storm Your Revolution. Now I am cheating because I have played that one before on one of the more recent, but it's like my theme song, you know. This is my Like a Rolling Stone, so if I can't do this one again, forget it. Back when you had something to fight for, and the world was a thorn in your side. Your words didn't come from no cue card. The truth was something more than the next convenient lie. And everybody laughed at you, baby, though you swore you would turn it around. As you tore out your soul before a sea of empty chairs, did you dive into this just to drown? You said it makes no difference to you 20 times or more. Head on the corporate chopping block, death rapping at your door. When they threw you in the oven, babe, you knew it had begun. How quickly your ideas go from half-baked to overdone. I can see a different world where the kiss of life is an execution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution, yeah. They'll be calling the kill consequential, kicking all the corns out of your cup. Will your poverty and grace take you to a safer place? Just a marketplace for martyrs in the rough. Like a doe you froze up in luck's headlight. Like a snake you slid under the hood. Now the engine keeps you warm as it robs you of all form. Are you so surprised to be misunderstood? Where the shell shock of the centuries just begs you to explode. As you become what you despise, just do as you are told. In a dungeon full of visionaries choking on your dust, your siren song is soundtrack as the sweat begins to run. I can see a different world where the kiss of life is an execution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution. I can taste the blood in my dream, where a shotgun blast is the sole solution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution. I'd love to storm your revolution. I'd love to storm your revolution. Thanks guys for watching. See you Wednesday night at 8:30. Hope everybody is safe and healthy and sane. And I'll see you Wednesday night at 8:30. Take care till then. Be well.